I met through my friend, Ryan. And as a New Yorker who not that long ago got married in New York to her best friend. And oh, thanks, you can applaud for that. And I certainly believe that all of my friends should have the right, as Mark and I did, to marry their best friends. And I certainly believe that those of us who are straight cannot expect our gay friends to do this on their own. And I certainly expect my straight friends to help us achieve that for all New Yorkers, for all Americans, and for the children that at least Mark and I hope to have someday. And so I'm just so happy to be here tonight with all of you on this common cause. And if I got to have a best wedding gift ever, I certainly would have had an online registry so that my friends could have called instead of giving me a wedding gift. So Brian, maybe you should start a wedding registry program so that friends can give their friends, and hopefully all of us, not only the best wedding gift ever, but the next step to marriage equality in our country, which hopefully will happen here in New York. And perhaps, not surprisingly, as much as I do believe it takes friends and strangers with common purpose, it also takes the right leaders in the right places at the right time. And I certainly believe that we have that here in New York with Governor Cuomo. And I am honored to introduce our next speaker, Steve Cohen, to tell us a little bit more about what we can all do to help make Governor Cuomo's agenda, and clearly a priority for all of us in this room, a reality, hopefully before summer. So thank you all very much, and Steve.
First of all, recognize this is a very, very tough act to follow. I'm not Andrew Cuomo, and I'm following Chelsea Clinton. So, I'm also, for those of you who haven't noticed, the second Cohen on the program, which makes it even more difficult. And for those of you who looked at the program and saw Steve Cohen, I'm not the Steve Cohen you expected, and there are probably 15 different Steve Cohens each of you expected. So bear with me. I am the secretary to Governor Andrew Cuomo, another problem in my life, which is the title, Secretary to the Governor. My own assistant who answers the phone and I often debate who actually should be using the title Secretary. But it's my card that has the name, so I'm stuck with the title. I am here on behalf of the Governor. This initiative, the passage of marriage equality, is among, if not the single most important legislative initiative that we're working on. The legislative session in Albany ends in 6 weeks. 6 weeks, and that's it. This is the time, and this is the year. The reason why I say that is, if you think about where we are, this is the most organized we have ever been in terms of working on this issue. There were prior attempts, but never before have you seen the kind of organization that exists this year. They're writing about it, they're talking about it. Many people in this room from both sides of the political spectrum are working together and demanding a right that really should be had by everyone, marriage equality. Why this year? This year, in part, it's simply the reality of what's happening in the world. If you look back on this issue, it may have started 15, 20, 30 years ago, but today this is an issue that there is really no rational opposition to. You can't rationally articulate another side to this issue. And so the question is, why hasn't it passed, and why are we even having this debate? The truth is, and this is something that the governor has repeatedly said, he has been outspoken and out front on this issue. The truth is, marriage equality in New York State will be a reality. The legislation will